Well, we are watching a winter storm warning that continues until noon tomorrow. I'll tell you how much more snow you can expect the rest of the way tonight and how your morning commute will be affected coming up.
This latest round of snowfall creating a mess on city streets, how police and drivers have been handling it all.
Springfield Mayor Mike Houston announces his choice for the city's top cop, who he picked for the position of chief, and if his decision came as a surprise.
Plus, being allowed to clock in outside the job. For federal workers, it's called official time. Why more employees are doing it and how much it's costing you. This is Nightside. Your news starts now.
Good evening, everyone. Many schools canceling class, businesses closed, and snow emergencies are in effect for many towns across central Illinois.
Once again, a big weather event hits the Midwest. This latest system on par with some of the biggest we've seen so far this season. And we've got team coverage tonight of the winter storm for you. ABC News Channel 20's Brett Baldeck tagging along with tow truck drivers as they help stranded drivers. And our Shantel Middleton talking with police about the dangerous conditions out on the area roadways. But first, we check in with Chief Meteorologist Rick Kearbey in the Storm Team 20 Weather Center with the latest check of the forecast for us tonight. Rick, what are you seeing?
Hey, Vince, that snow continues to fall. Although the snow has got a little lighter, the best moisture, the best lift in the atmosphere has now shifted to our east. But we are looking at snow, the back edge of this snow, still about 650 miles to the west. And look at those warnings. That's 1,900 miles of winter storm warnings, 22 states involved in this massive winter storm. There you see the warnings and advisories in effect in our viewing area. That's the winter storm warning for almost all of us until noon tomorrow. Fayette and Effingham County has the winter weather advisory until noon for a little less snow. Here's our current radar right now, and you can see breaks in the snow, lighter shades of blue indicating lighter snow, smaller snowflakes, not as much accumulation, or at least it takes longer to get those inches of accumulation. But watch the area of low pressure. That's the surface low pushing away from here. But as you look to the west, there's an upper level area of low pressure, and that is helping to trigger more snow that will hang with us here into the overnight hours until early tomorrow. So several more inches of accumulation will be a possibility for many of us, especially the northern half of our viewing area. Winds are breezy. Still not getting real gusty, but they will increase a little bit to 25, maybe 30 miles per hour later tonight. There's your high tomorrow. I'll tell you exactly how much snow falls for the rest of our viewing area and tell you about some Arctic cold that soon follows coming up.
Right now, driving conditions are rough as most roads in Sangamon County are covered with snow and ice. Here's a look at that Sangamon County road conditions map. Any roads marked in red are considered to be covered with snow or ice. Currently, Sangamon County roads are at a level 2 snow emergency. That means don't travel unless absolutely necessary. As for state roads, it's not much better. Again, red areas are where roads are completely covered with snow. Yellow means roads are a little better but can still be dangerous.
Between 7 a.m. and 4:30, there were 19 car accidents in the city of Springfield, 16 of them after the snow began. Officers tell us they expect to see at least double that by day's end. ABC News Channel 20, Shantel Middleton, live in the city. She's been out at intersections just like this one all day long. Shantel?
It is really coming down, and we have been out all day long at places like this, the intersection of Dirksen and South Grand. Now, with this much snow coming down in such a short amount of time, there are bound to be problems. And trust me, there have been. Throughout the city of Springfield, signs mark high accident intersections, but we found out today those accidents are happening all over the place. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lights change and vehicles proceed, slip sliding with caution over snow-covered roads. We set up on Lawrence Avenue in Springfield and waited near the high accident intersection for more than an hour.
We're trying to keep everybody as safe as possible to get home and possibly get some milk, eggs, that kind of stuff.
As honking, waving drivers rolled through steadily falling snow, we observed the city's response. 2 plowing trucks back to back and 3 City of Springfield patrol officers like Jeff Paoletti.
But sometimes just with the sheer number of people that are on the road, you're going to have more accidents and more trouble on the road.
They knew it would happen. Heavy traffic and poor conditions. In the evening, Springfield police abandoned regular assigned patrols to keep up with the number of accidents.
I saw that the light was getting ready to turn red and there was no stopping. They were so slick, there's no stopping.
Christina Ballinger says she rolled through the stoplight at 5th and Carpenter. With 2 grandbabies in tow, she would soon find her car in need of a tow. Now seeing firsthand how much of a slip and slide the roads can be, she is offering advice to the rest of us.
Very, very cautious. They're bad out here. They're bad. So be very, very cautious.
And you could probably guess it, but officers are absolutely ticketing tonight. They tell me the 2 most common types of citations are for driving too fast for conditions and failure to reduce speed. Any one of those will cost you around $140. We're live in Springfield. Shantel, Middleton, ABC News Channel 20.
From the city roads to the highways, slick conditions are keeping many towing services busy throughout the night. Their day started early this afternoon as snow began to fall, and they won't be taking a break anytime soon. ABC News Channel 20's Brett Baldeck rode along with one tow truck operator today. He now joins us live along Interstate 55 with more on what they found. Brett.
Liz, we arrived at dozens of accidents and slide-ups up and down Interstate 55 tonight. Luckily, all the drivers involved were able to walk away with only minor injuries. Now, this accident you're looking at right now occurred just outside of Chatham. Another driver slid off I-55 in Springfield, but luckily did not suffer any damage. Tow truck companies like Capital City Towing are often among the first to arrive at these accidents. They are working feet away from oncoming traffic, and tonight they have a reminder for drivers passing by.
Slow down, move to the other side of the lane. If we're on the right side, try to move as far left as they can without going off on the shoulder and going into a ditch themselves.
Now, there is a move over law in Illinois that means you must change lanes to give emergency vehicles plenty of room. Unfortunately, tonight we found quite a few drivers not following that law. Now, many towing services tell me tonight they will be out all night into tomorrow morning helping drivers. Capital City Towing says it'll help at least 15 to 20 drivers. Reporting live along Interstate 55 in Springfield, Brett Baldeck, ABC News Channel 20.
And just a reminder to make WICS.com your #1 place to turn to for important weather updates. There you can find a complete list of school closings, business closings, and event cancellations, as well as the most up-to-date maps of area road conditions. Plus, there's our iRadar tool, which allows you to track the storm yourself, even down to street-level views. It's all available at WICS.com. 6.5 months in the making, the mayor of Springfield has decided the man to lead the police department is the man already in that role. Mayor Mike Houston naming Kenny Winslow as his choice for police chief, and it took place tonight at the end of City Council. ABC News Channel 20's Garrett Brnger joins us now with more.
Well, Vince, it was a surprise move, but not a surprising choice. Winslow has been serving as acting chief since the previous chief, Robert Williams, stepped down in July after News Channel 20's exclusive investigation into the shredding of certain police internal affairs documents. An ordinance to make Winslow the permanent chief was tacked onto the agenda at the very end of the meeting, so no one knew it was coming. The council still has to approve the mayor's choice at its next council meeting, likely in 2 weeks. When asked about the interview process, Houston did not say how many other candidates the city considered or interviewed. After the meeting, Winslow did not go into detail about his plans, but said they could include community outreach and minority recruiting.
You know, my goals for the department at that time was kind of to stabilize the ship and take us to dock, and I think we've done a good job of that. But I'm looking forward to moving forward with some of my own plans, some of my own agendas, my own vision for the department.
Also at council, aldermen debated whether to vote on an ordinance to give the Lincoln Presidential Library Museum certifications that it needs for a grant. The ordinance was only just introduced tonight. Normally, the council won't vote on an item until the 3rd week it's on the agenda. The city's attorney said it was legally possible, though some aldermen protested that it's never been the council's practice and it would set a bad precedent. In the end, the council did end up passing that ordinance by a vote of 8-3. Mayor Houston was one of those yes votes.
Thank you very much, Garrett. Still ahead tonight on Nightside, Governor Pat Quinn asking the General Assembly to delay his budget address scheduled for later this month, why he's asking for that change, and if lawmakers are going to grant his request. Plus, the Illini football team has a big decision to make about its quarterback position next season. We'll chat with one of the finalists later in sports. It looks like Governor Quinn may get his wish to delay his annual budget address by several weeks. As we first told you on Monday, the governor had received preliminary approval from Speaker Mike Madigan's office to reschedule the address in March. But the deadline is set by law, so today House lawmakers voted to change the law. The new date will also push the annual address past the March primary. That point created much of the debate between lawmakers deciding on the bill, though supporters noted it has been done many times in the past.
The governor has made a request that the legislature allow him that. I want to try to be supportive of the governor. I think it's, I'm not sure it'll change the debate too much, whether it's delivered in the middle of February or the middle of March, but he seems to think it will.
I think it's bad policy. I think it's no coincidence that it's going beyond the primary date. I think it's overtly political, which inures to no one's benefit.
The bill passed the House and still needs to be approved in the Senate. According to a spokesperson for Governor Quinn, the governor needs to delay because he will be presenting this year's budget and also a 5-year budget blueprint. Since pension reform, he has made the law. Quinn wants to look at the bigger budget picture and the longer-term savings.
Another scam warning tonight. The Sangamon County Sheriff's Office has gotten reports of a man randomly calling people and saying they missed jury duty, and a bench warrant has been issued for their arrest. He threatens if they don't post bond on a credit card, they'll be arrested. Investigators say to ignore these calls. They appear to be coming from a track phone and can't be traced. Just a reminder, don't ever give personal information over the phone. Still to come on Nightside, federal workers getting paid not to show up for work. The number of those doing that is on the rise. How they're getting away with it in a new Waste Watch report.
Snow is still falling outside and that winter storm warning does continue. I'll tell you what that means for your morning commute when we come back. Well, not a nice day outside today. It's tough going if you have to drive. Tomorrow morning, expect slippery travel. The Prairie Heart Cam right now showing snow still falling now. 3 things you want to know here tonight. This winter storm warning does continue until noon tomorrow. Several more inches possible, even though the snow is a little bit lighter. The best moisture in the atmosphere, the best lift is all shifted to our east, especially in the northern half of our viewing area. Don't be surprised if you wake up to another several inches of snow tomorrow. Even our southern counties will see additional accumulations. The winds will become a little gusty here overnight tonight. Winds may gust up to 25, maybe 30 miles per hour. So that'll cause some blowing and drifting snow. Again, on your morning commute tomorrow, that could be problematic, especially on those east-west roads, because the winds will be coming from the north and northwest, blowing that snow right across the road over and over again. Arctic cold is in here tomorrow night and Thursday morning. We may start out at 9 or 10 below zero Thursday morning with wind chills of 25 to maybe 30 below zero. And then Thursday afternoon, we'll see single-digit high temperatures. We're looking at a high of about 6 degrees on Thursday. Well, look at our warning here. This is the winter storm warning that's almost 2,000 miles from west to east. 22 states involved in this winter storm warning, a huge storm. There is the winter storm warning for our viewing area and the winter weather advisory for our southern counties. This is almost all of us until noon tomorrow. Fayette and Effingham County, the winter weather advisory for noon tomorrow. That is because a little less snow will fall in our southern counties here. Now, here's microcast showing the snow tonight. The snow does get lighter. As you can see, the lighter shades of blue, the darker shades would indicate more moderate to brief heavy snowfall. And we'll still see some of that at times tonight. By tomorrow morning, that starts to wind down. We'll see a few snow showers until around midday, and then mainly clouds in the afternoon. Tomorrow night, the clouds clear as that Arctic air starts to surge in here tomorrow night, bringing that very cold Thursday morning. Here's the current snapshot across central Illinois. Again, dark shades of blue would indicate the heavier snowfall. The lighter shades of blue, again, lighter snowfall. And you can see some breaks in the snow as well. Maybe a little wintry precipitation trying to develop with some mixed in sleet across far southeastern Illinois. Here's the main surface low. This is the main lift in the atmosphere. And as I said, that's shifting to the east. But there's an upper level low still well to the back. And that's causing this snow that extends 650 miles to the west of central Illinois. So we still have to get through this overnight tonight. Even though it is lighter snow, eventually it adds up to more accumulation. Temperatures right now in the low to mid 20s with some teens sprinkled in as well. 19 in Jacksonville. Feels like 7 in Jacksonville with the wind chill. 7 in Springfield as well. 6 our current wind chill in Decatur. The winds here blowing from the north and northeast right now at about 15 to 20 miles per hour, but those winds do pick up later tonight. There are some snow totals for you. Look at Pana, 7 inches of snow. Decatur, 6.2. Jacksonville, 6 inches of snow. Chatham, 4. Outside our studio here, 4.5 inches of snow so far. So we'll continue to add to that again overnight tonight. 23 degrees, the high today. 12 degrees was our low temperature. Our forecast tonight, 19 for the overnight low. Again, total snow accumulation for most of us, 5 to 9 inches of snow. The northern half tonight, maybe a few more, maybe just an inch or maybe 2 in the southern half of our viewing area. So let's divide it at about I-72. The winds pick up, gusting at times to 30 miles per hour. Windy tomorrow to start the day, then the winds will diminish a bit in the afternoon. 22 for that high, a few snow showers in the morning. Here's a 7-day forecast. Tomorrow night, that extreme cold comes in here. Thursday, we're looking at a high of just 6 degrees. Very cold again Thursday night. Then a snow chance Friday night into Saturday. Our models have not been in good agreement on this, so we're really, our confidence level not very high for the weekend. Could it be a snow like tomorrow? Probably not, but it could be another 1, 2, maybe 3-inch snowfall, so that's one you'll want to watch for the weekend.
How'd you like to earn a 6-figure salary, receive the gold standard of benefits, and show up for work half the time, or never? Some federal workers get to do that on the backs of taxpayers.
It's called official time, right? Official time. And it's legal. But critics say abuse of the program has become legendary. National correspondent Christine Frizzell teamed up with our media partner, the Washington Examiner, for this story.
Hundreds of federal employees do little to no work on behalf of taxpayers every year, but it's taxpayers who pay their salaries.
In most cases, the taxpayers get absolutely nothing.
In 2011, so-called official time, we'll get to exactly what that means in a moment, cost taxpayers nearly $160 million. To put that in perspective, in the private sector, a manufacturer could employ 3,200 people and pay them $50,000 apiece for the year. James Shirk is with the Heritage Foundation.
The taxpayers have virtually no accountability to ensure that their resources are being spent well.
Federal employees on official time work out of labor unions such as the AFGE or National Air Traffic Controllers Association, rather than do what they were hired to do.
They are very valuable people to the federal government. We've got nurses, we've got pharmacists at the VA whose job is to provide medical care and treatment for ailing patients. We've got scientists at EPA who are there to do a very important, very technical job.
On official time, federal workers can lobby Congress or even their own agencies. They can do just about anything with very few restrictions. Mark Flatton, an investigative reporter with the Washington Examiner, tells us oversight is largely absent.
Is that there is so little scrutiny of official time. When you have major agencies that can't even tell you who's taking it, which unions are benefiting.
Official time was passed into law in 1978. In recent years, the numbers, people and hours, has substantially grown. In 2011, it accounted for nearly 3.5 million hours. Congress is so far unwilling to make any changes.
They don't really want to get into a big fight with very politically active and politically powerful federal labor unions.
We contacted several unions. Each declined to talk to us. I'm Christine Frizzell reporting.
Donnie Tillman's here with sports and the losing streak that just doesn't seem to end, hitting the Fighting Illini.
That's right. Remember that show, 8 is Enough?
I do.
Yeah.
This doesn't.
That's a hint.
That's a hint. Gotcha. Gotcha, big guy.
That's the question. Both teams tonight hope they had a yes answer for their losing streaks. We'll tell you who was on the right and wrong side of the final score next in sports.
That's not Dick Van Patten.
Good evening, sports fans. The Fighting Illini tonight look to put a stop to a streak that's lasted a month. The Illini's last win came back on January 4th against Penn State. A month later and 7 more losses, the Illini hoping to put the past behind them and show improvement in the win column. Bo Ryan and the Badgers in Champaign to face Joseph Bertrand, and the Illini will pick the highlights up in the first half as we get set to take the court. First point to the game coming way of Tracy Abrams, who drains the 3-ball there, and we're off and running at the State Farm Center. Back come the Badgers, though. It's Ben Brust with a tray of his own. He dials it through to Cotton for 3. Then from the senior to the freshman, it's Nigel Hayes. Strong take to the rack, goes in for 2. Illini and Badgers trading blows in the first half. Illini start running from there, though. Ray Rice to a streaking Kendrick Nunn. He finishes for the deuce. Then, with John Gross looking on, Ray Rice showing off his strength and the foul. Watch the move there, off and in for 2 plus the harm. And the Illini kept on coming. It was Nunn. Watch the alley-oop to Nana Egwu, who throws it down for the two-hand jam. Looking good there, but the Badgers with the counterpunch of their own. Sam Durker reigns from outside. He drops it in there. Then late in the half, it's Tracy Abrams who beats the buzzer and gets it to go, but unfortunately for the Illini, they cannot get another victory tonight. Wisconsin wins at 75-63. You see Decker and Brust with 16 points each. Ray Rice had 24 points, Revante Rice that is, for the Illini. Also making the scoring column, Joseph Bertrand, 11 points, Nana Egwu, 10 points to pace the Illini. Well, any idea who's the starting quarterback for the Illini next season as far as football is concerned? They say it's a 3-horse race right now with Aaron Bailey, Riley O'Toole, and Wes Lunt all vying for the position. And while each have made an appearance on a college football field, Lunt may have the biggest edge of all. The sophomore transfer is eligible to return to the field in 2014, and he brings a wealth of experience with him. Lunt, who started Rochester High School, comes to Champaign from Stillwater, Oklahoma, where he had his moments. Lunt started for Oklahoma State as a true freshman and threw for almost 2,000 yards right out of the gate before injuries put him on the sidelines. But now he knows that experience will have him ready for the Big Ten.
I've really just matured. I've just learned to, be on my own, and the main thing is just I've matured from it. It was good for me to get away, though. You really grow up in a hurry,
Sure.
Learn to do stuff on your own. But it's just now nice to be close to home.
A big congratulations goes out to Illinois softball standout Alex Booker. The senior left fielder was named to the preseason All-Big Ten second team today. Booker will be counted on again this year to lead the Illini offensively. In 2013, Booker had a team-best 51 hits while putting up a 352 batting average and stealing 20 bases. The Illini start their 2014 season this Friday in Rosemont. To the NBA, there's no doubt the Chicago Bulls have experienced their ups and downs this season, and it may be safe to say the frustration has taken its toll on Bulls center Joakim Noah. If you missed it Monday night, Noah was sent to the showers early in last night's loss to the Sacramento Kings, but before he left, Noah got his money's worth, letting his temper get the best of him, and he told the NBA refs at the game how he felt about it. Well, the NBA felt about $15,000 worth of Noah's money coming back their way. Noah later apologized to the refs and asked for an acceptance of apology. All right, the Bulls leading today. The Blues lose a tough one. That's it for sports here. We'll be right back.
Been a long day, huh?
Long day, Vince, and we got a long night of snow to go. Look at those warnings that's in effect for a good part of the country, including our viewing area. There's the winter storm warning, the winter weather advisory right there. Several more inches of snow possible tonight.
All right.
Whew, well, that's it for Nightside.
Hey, thanks for joining us. We'll see you back here tomorrow. Have a great day, everybody. Please be careful.